Just a recap on the 401k. We're building a 401k. We're starting small, starting with $5,000 just to see if we can build it up. Starting small, keeps you safe, so you don't burn yourself and become a cowboy and start losing $200, $300, $400, $500 per trade. You don't want to do that. There's a way to do this safely. This is a reset for the rich. Remember, what would the rich be investing in? Companies they know have moats, just the same Buffett things. The moat, great earnings. The first one you think of when you think of that industry, companies you know are going to, or you think are going to be around and be in the top 20 in 10 years, in 20 years. These are the companies you have to, this is the way you have to do it, but size is everything. Size is your emotional attachment to your money, okay? That's just the way it is. If you have emotional attachment to the money, it's going to be hard for you to really be an investor in the market because you're going to have to deal with oscillations. But I'm going to show you that you don't have to worry about that if you back off to yearly charts, enter on monthly charts. Remember, these are long-term holds, right? So here's the update to the 401k. You guys can do it. I'm telling you, it's not hard to do. 50 bucks a week, 100 bucks a week. If you're doing InstaCART and you're making 1,000 a week, 800, 900 a week, what's 50 bucks? Take 50 bucks. 50 bucks a week and just throw it in there to companies you know. Do the Buffett mentality. The companies have to be certain companies. Let me show you the portfolio. Here's the update from the week and you'll see the companies I'm in. I'm not telling you what to invest in. This is your money, okay? I'm only showing you and trying to prove to myself and you that a $5,000 account can probably make 8 to 10% on its money, right? So what's that, $500 at the end of the year? I'll take it. All right, $1,000 at the end of the year, if I can get it, that's 20% of the money. I'll take it. Let's see what happens. It might not happen. It might drop all the way back and become zero, but I don't think so. I think this is a reset for the rich. I think this whole 2022 into the elections, 2023 into the elections is all a reset for the rich. There's going to be some bumps along the way. You have to handle the oscillation. That's why you do it with size. Your size is your emotion. If you have big size and it oscillates, it's going to scare you and you're going to get out, blah, 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 blah. You're not thinking straight. So let me show you how they're baking the prices into some of these stocks, especially the banks. And I don't know if it's going to work, but that's my theory, that with the smoke's clearing from these banks, from the fallout from the banks going out of business, let's check it out. Let's check out the prices. Because basically, price action is everything. I don't care about any social media. They talk about crashing and the big one's coming. These are the same people that told you Bitcoin's going to 100,000. Ethereum's going to 10,000, 5,000. Don't believe any of that. Believe what you know. Believe what you know. You already know what people use. They use Amazon. They use Google because you do. Citibank, Bank of America, those are the banks that most people use. Those are the banks most people trust. Go with what you know. Go with the Buffett mentality. It's not hard to do, but you have to stay small. Let's check it out. All right, so let's take a look at it. So this was Tuesday. You can see the positions were up on Tuesday. The market was up a little bit. And you can see my hedge took a little bit of a hit, but Tesla was down there at 201, gave everybody a chance. It hung around 200 for a little while. I should have added a little more, but I didn't. Here is Wednesday. Tesla's up to 207. Look at Amazon's up to 123. Google's up. So Google's still holding there for people that want to get in on that. But I did add a little bit more, I think, on Google. Here's Friday. So now Tesla's up 213. It's kind of running away from 200. And you can see just my little positions. Now this is Sunday, but look at the prices. The prices, they're baking these prices in. Let me show you how the market works. See this white arrow? The one on the left is Friday's close, okay? And look how the market works. Over Memorial Day weekend, it gapped up, and then as soon as it gapped up, all the profit takers came in, the day traders added to it, it all came down, and then it pops back up, and look where it closed on Tuesday, right where it closed on Friday. All the positions went up. All my positions went up, and they all came back. We all followed that action exactly. But when they came back, they didn't come all the way back, and that's how the market works. You can see emotional attachment to the money. It's not good when you're investing in the market. But it's a great thing because just like an InstaCART, anything that's negative, there's a positive there that's actually trying to help you. It's good that it keeps that emotion a little bit because you can keep it in check with your size. Your size is everything when you're investing, right? Just go in small, little positions. That way you can trade often and you can stay small. And when you build a position, remember, if it's a good company, a good strong company, has all those great Buffett qualities, you're going to be okay on the oscillations. But if you have too big of positions, the oscillations are going to work your emotions and might make you make a decision you don't want to make, like taking the position off and trying to get back in later and trying to lock in anything. Look, this is a 401k. I believe in the strength of the companies enough to leave the positions. And you can see with a $5,000 account, you're only going to be able to go so far. So it really puts you in check. And then as it works, as it grows, use the growth money to rebuy shares on the oscillations back, on the pullbacks. Yes, your positions are going to grow. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you how I'm going to manage this little $5,000 account. You do with your money what you want to do. If you do decide to use a good broker, I mean, I've already told you, Tasty Trade, Thinkorswim, those are the two brokers I use. If you do decide to use them, please use that link below. It'll really help the channel out a lot. It's not a big commission, it's a little micro commission that they give everybody for, referring people. But everything they do over there is free. It's an entire university. It's an education. It's all free. Everything is free. You can contact them for free, everything. Anyway, domestic, all that. You already know that. Let's take a look at these banks, and I'm going to show you how they're baking these prices in. Hopefully it works. Now, I trade off of sentiment, but if you're going to trade off the charts are telling you the truth of what's going on, okay? There's no catalyst to bring the market down. That's the March low. Does it look like we're going down with all the doomsday social media stuff? Nope, doesn't look like it to me. I want higher highs and higher lows, and I want a market that is going into normalcy, going into a pattern, a trend, okay? Does it look like we're going down? Here's a weekly chart. It doesn't look like it to me. There's higher highs and higher lows. And, look at this. The market gave everybody a chance to get in on these dips. And it's still going to dip and give you a chance to get in. You just have to, if you're unsure, we're all unsure. Nobody knows what's going on. But it's a reset for the rich is what I believe. And if they're going to get in, they're not going to let it go down. You just have to have a Buffett mentality, get in with strong companies.
And control your share size because that's your emotional attachment to the money.
The whole 2022, 2023 into the elections, look, it's formed a bottoming pattern to me, a head and shoulders, a bullish head and shoulders, not totally bullish, but flat to bullish. And now look what's happening. It's starting to get into a normal pattern of upward movement. Now there's going to be oscillations, but the only thing I see is 43.20. Don't get all wrapped up in social media, even in this video. Don't believe everything I say. Do this for yourself. The only thing you have control over is your size. The size is your emotion to the money, the emotional attachment to the money. The less size you have, the less you can get hurt. If it drops, okay, so I lost $50, so what? It's one trade. But if you become a cowboy, you can lose 500 in one trade. Then it hurts. Then you have to go, oh, this doesn't work. No, it works, but if you do it wrong, it doesn't work. Just like everything else, just like InstaCART. It's like playing guitar. Everything. If you do it wrong, yeah, it doesn't work, and then you could convince yourself it doesn't work. Does this chart look like we're going down? Is there a catalyst anywhere? Anything can happen at any time. These companies are real. Amazon, Google, I believe in them. I am invested in them because I use them. Do you understand what's going on? If you follow the big guys, the Buffetts, just their mentality, you'll never be able to trade their size or trade the way they trade. It could go down. This little $5,000 account could take a total crap and the market could come down and it could crash. And I'm not telling you to put your money in. I'm only showing you how this thing works, how this little algorithm thing works, because as Instacarters, we're all about the algorithms, right? We're all about, man, how does this thing work so I can get the best batches? How does this thing work? So I can make the best trade, so I can take this little money and instead of putting it in a bank account at a 0.25% interest for the banks you trust and a higher interest rate for the banks you don't trust, why don't just control your own money? You're the only one that cares about it. These banks don't care about your money. You're the only one that cares about it. So take the initiative. Look at what you're putting your money into. Amazon, I believe in. Ally Financial, been around since 1919. Interesting. I think they'll make it. What do you think? Are we strong? Are these companies strong? To me, they are. But who knows? I'm not telling you what to do. If you do decide to invest, I would suggest using a broker that is domestic. I don't like anything that I can't get to their office if something happens. I use Tasty Trade. I've been with them for 12 years. I've been with TD Ameritrade for 13, and that's how long I've been trading. Please use the link below. I would really appreciate it. It will help the channel. I get a little micro referral. Please use this link below. It'll help me, and it's going to help you, because if you want to learn how to do options safely and know what you're doing and learn how to sell premium, that kind of thing, know how to use your delta to be safe, all these things, it's super easy, but it needs to be explained to you properly. And they have a whole self-contained world of that, and it's all free. All the education, every day it's live. It's not like, you know, something where a guy's got a thing over us and he's, I'm gonna follow the market. It's a real thing, okay? Your money's insured just like a bank. So please use that link below. I'd appreciate it. Let's get back to it, and then we're gonna finish this video out. I just wanna show you the days and how they're baking the prices into these banks. So I'm gonna A/B it next to each other so you can see it real quick. Here we go. All right, so here's Tuesdays on the left, Wednesdays on the right. Ally, Citi, and JP Morgan all were up, and they just were up a little bit. That's perfect. I don't need any spikes for them to come back on. Just go up a little bit each day. Bank was flat to down, actually. It was down that day. Now let's go to Friday. Look at that. They're baking it in a little bit. Now Ally's at 28, Bank's at 28. Bank was still down a little bit, and I bought a little bit more. Citi was down a little bit, but look at it. It's up at 46.15. Look at JP Morgan up at 140. So now you know you're building a 401k based on a yearly chart, but you're entering off of this chart. This is your monthly chart. We're entering here to stay in these positions for years. I hope this helps somebody to stay safe with your trading and trying to build a strong, safe 401k for your future and your family.